Okay, we're on air. And fuck bugger ass twin. Double dildos. Uh, get it out of the way.
Hunt.
What?
Nothing.
Uh, nice. Okay. The
You're
one.
on.
No, the one, two, three, four. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's Nevermind the Buzzcast. I am Stephen, and today we have with us Evan. Hello, Evan.
Hello. Hello.
Hi,
And we
Evan.
have we have the
Hey, James.
adorable James. He's being adorable today. Hello, James.
Hi, everyone.
Yes, he had an adorable last minute dinner that we rushed into him, and he's probably slightly burnt in the palate because of it. God bless him.
Yeah,
Uh,
now eating a lasagna is no joke.
no, no,
No, no, definitely not.
you want an asbestos mouth. You want to drink a candle,
Yeah, you kind of do.
but you have your chili hat on, you know. Uh, But first of all, we do the usual preamble that we're just saying what we've been doing or reading or enjoying for the last 2 weeks now that we've gone for 2 weeks.
I know.
How about
Yeah.
yourself, Evan?
Quiet enough. Busy with work. Managed to read my first graphic novel that I'll be reviewing for the site. I can't actually say it. I just realized.
Uh,
Yeah. Uh,
it's
It'll be a
mofos.
surprise. It'll be a surprise.
It's the full way of saying mofos.
Mofos. That'll do fine.
Mofos.
Yeah. Because
Mother Hubbard, as Andrew Garfield Spider-Man would say.
yeah, yeah. So I've been reading that. I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 12 because I got my PlayStation working again,
Ah,
and I got a new copy that wasn't like split in two at MCM a couple of weeks back, and I finally got to play it, which is
oh,
cool.
by the way,
Really.
how did the MCM go? I don't think we talked to you since.
Oh, did we? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It was my first ever con, really. Yeah, it was fine. I actually only stayed for about 2.5 hours, and I stayed in Dublin for 7 because I got lost on the way out.
Oh my goodness.
Uh, no offense, guys, but your city is the worst signposted city I've ever been in. Just
I
saying.
I live here, yeah, in the city, and yeah, even I get lost because
It is really hard to get back out of Dublin, like. But anyway, I found my way
Well, I
eventually.
don't drive, so I probably can't talk to this.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, fair enough. But that was fine anyway. It was good crack. Met a good few people there, and just chatting to most of the cosplayers. Really cool. Got myself Cap Shield
yeah,
because of course I did.
just because
And
when we meet you, we're just gonna throw shit at you.
yeah, and I also got a real trip down memory lane. I got a Digimon poster.
Oh, I thought you were laughing at the at people throwing things at you was a real trip down memory lane. There's
That
Evan, throw shit
too.
at him.
That too. Oh God, like crab apples in primary school. You know the way.
Uh, no,
But oh, you didn't grow up in country schools. You don't know
oh
anything.
no, we had actual shops right beside us.
But other than that, yeah, I think that's it. We had a movie night at my house actually. We watched Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Yeah,
love that
that's one I
movie.
still have to see and I've
Ah,
heard so much about.
fantastic movie. Like it is kind of the movie that saved Robert Downey Jr., isn't it? Like,
It's the one
Yeah,
that kind of made him a viable actor again in terms of like, people being able to hire him and not have an insurance premium that would like, bankrupt the movie.
yeah, that was handy, all right. And like cementing Shane Black even further as like a decent writer as well and a decent
He's
director.
always known as a decent writer, though, in terms of what he's done previously. Like he seemed to know what he was doing,
Yeah,
but it kind of got him back in the kind of the game in a way because he was gone for a long time.
yeah, yeah. That's true. Like,
But the nice thing is that Downey Jr. seems to be very loyal.
yeah.
yeah,
Like, he Shane Black wouldn't have got the Iron Man 3 gig if it wasn't for Downey Jr. pushing for it.
yeah, definitely not.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
No,
and even Favreau, he's still in stuff like he did Chef for Favreau, and like he
yeah,
was,
pro bono, I'd say
yeah,
as well. There's no way you can.
yeah. Well, at least very lowly paid compared to what he normally does. As
Oh
they wouldn't
yeah,
be able to pay him the money that he's getting for films now.
And like
yeah,
Junior kind of goes against the whole like tide of the we hate Mel Gibson. Like he said, like listen, like everyone messes up, give him another chance.
Yeah,
Because Mel Gibson gave him a chance when he was at a low point. He hired him like and tried to get him clean, and I think
yeah. And
Air
let's.
Air America or something like that. They did a
but I'm not
film
sure of this
together.
one.
Can't remember now.
Yeah, but like I
Well,
think
that's
that
something
was
I
the
haven't
film
seen.
that had him kind of going on his upward trajectory in terms of getting clean and getting his stuff together.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So like everyone goes through a bad patch, and you need someone to just to go, you're okay. We'll help you out here.
yeah.
Yeah.
I wish though that Michelle Monaghan got a few more gigs after it though. She's pretty good in that too.
She's
Hmm.
really lively. I think she's good when she has well written parts. Like she was good in True Detective,
Yeah,
minor role, but she did a good job.
Hmm.
exactly. Yeah.
Like what does she get as thanks? She kind of gets her agent gets her the Pixels bloody role.
Oh
Uh,
god.
So like you do feel bad for her.
Yeah.
was she ever in any of the Mission Impossible movies? Because I seem to remember her
Yes, she
name
was
coming
in
up.
Mission Impossible 3
Ah,
and kind of 4.
and kind
Yeah.
of her. Okay.
But yeah, she definitely deserves a few more roles. I'd love to see her in her lead role sometime.
Yeah,
She- She's she's got charisma like, and it's hard to
and
find.
likable. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so that was my 2 weeks anyway.
Okay. Well, how about yourself, James? Other than like building up to that lasagna, what
Oh,
have you been doing?
it was all that. It was 2 weeks of tantalizing build up to tasty lasagna. I finally kind of got to a point in Arkham Knight where I said, "Yeah, I'm pretty happy." I kind of finished the main story, did
Yeah.
a lot of the sidebar stuff, then kind of went, "Yeah, I'm not going to spend the rest of my life doing Riddler challenges."
And you're
And
not gonna buy any of the DLCs like the Batgirl one and the
apparently, they're all not that good.
yeah.
And so, yeah, I enjoyed the game. I have problems with it, but then I started playing Metal Gear Solid 5, and then I'm kind of going through a bit of almost like a depression playing it. It's kind of very sad kind of playing it. You're playing it,
Yeah,
great.
very bittersweet. I'm
Yeah,
actually I'm actually following a playthrough of that because I'm never going to get it on a like PS4 or anything, at least not for a few years. So I said I'll just watch it and get up to date with everything.
funny, I was playing it like a Tom Clancy game.
Yeah.
Literally. And then the genius of it is it reminds you quite quickly that it's a Hideo Kojima game, and you go, you need to build up your R&D department to like develop cardboard box technology, which I found hilarious.
Yeah, that's great. All right.
And it has even a great joke because the guy says like, listen, this character, like I'm not going to mention, like goes, like I said, what the hell is the point of this? But this character says you're definitely going to be all about this cardboard box technology. And I'm
Yeah.
like, genius.
It's just like that famous call with Sigand, where he's like where he's just like Harleming it up a bit because he's singing. He's just like, "What the hell are you talking about, boss? I don't want to know what you mean."
Oh, like he has these clever little inside jokes, and the level design's really good, and
Yeah,
it plays a lot better in terms of the control schemes because I thought Japanese games for a long time didn't really like polish their control schemes.
yeah.
They're like tank on the rails kind of thing.
It's definitely it looks like the best controlling Metal Gear ever. I'd say that's it. It doesn't have much competition. Like probably most best controlled one last was probably four.
Yeah.
Like
And
what
even
we
even the music in the game is kind of a slightly bit of sadness and bittersweet. You're kind of going,
yeah.
it's really kind of messing with your head and get hitting you in the feels and kind of getting you a bit teary eyed.
Yeah, I love how the Peace Walker theme plays it when you're outfitting yourself as well.
Yeah. Like it's just it seems to be he really did seem to know the jig was up. Like that this is probably going to be the last one he's going to make.
So he'll do one last hurrah and off we go.
Yeah, and he can hold his head high. Like from what I'm playing so far, I'm enjoying it, but it's going to be a long one.
Yeah, and I just hate to see what they. Well, anyway, look, let's
Yeah,
focus on the positive.
we won't go
Let's
there.
let's focus on the positive. It's a good game.
And then No, I haven't done anything else. I'm looking forward to The Martian at the end of the month. That's gonna the
Hmm.
next thing that I'm gonna be all about.
Yeah.
I've mentioned it in a few other podcasts. I'm kind of like going, yeah, this film's it's gonna be cool.
Yeah, it does look interesting, all right. And it just you've got Matt Damon getting ready for the next Bourne as well. Like the
Yeah.
people are comparing him as him against Batman now because of
Oh, they did that, didn't they? Have you seen how
Yeah.
ripped he is?
what?
Matt Damon, he's super ripped
Yeah,
in the Bourne.
yeah.
Yeah.
But in
Well,
fact,
he is.
I think Affleck would take him.
I don't know.
You know,
I
I
don't
don't know. I think, it,
know.
but who cares? It's all make believe.
Yeah. Speaking of make believe, as far as television goes over the last few weeks, I I managed to get a little bit into the fourth season of Community.
Yes.
It's okay, but it's missed something now. It's dropped some quality,
Yeah. Well,
and I can't put my
it's
finger on it. It's like
probably
everything's going the same way, but it's like it's just something in the little bits, you know?
that kind of magic, kind of harmon dust or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, he doesn't really get it back when he comes back. I've been told by people,
I
but I'll
think
wait and see myself. What? Sorry?
yeah, it has some. Yeah, like later on, like there's some standout episodes, but yeah, you can see. I think he that year out from it, like he kind of lost his love for it. It just didn't feel the same for him,
Mm.
and he was kind of moving on.
So yeah, and I am loving Rick and Morty. I watched Monday's episode the other night.
Oh, the couples counseling.
Yeah, and the Tiny Rick. Tiny Rick,
Yeah,
I'm
it,
Tiny Rick.
but the songs again, it's got that damn darkness going through it. This season is
Yeah,
really dark.
yeah, no, but it's always been kind of dark. But yeah, it's like it's something that a lot of American sci-fi doesn't do. Like it's just like it's not afraid to be dark. Like it's like like I think he likes to compare it to Doctor Who and some of the other stuff like where it does go to dark places, but it trusts its audiences. And it's a comedy as well, so it's allowed to be a dark comedy. Um, yeah, no, I really like that, and I finally got the start of Knights of Sidonia on Netflix.
What do you
The
think?
second
It's,
season, actually, the second season. I've
I
already seen
yeah.
the season.
You can talk about it because I don't really plan on seeing it.
Um, well, all I'll say is like the I've only the first two episodes of the second season, and it makes a big jump in what the what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you talking about a new character of sorts?
Yes, of sorts.
Yeah.
It's like I've only seen the first two episodes, and then it goes, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's
It,
like, it really just like pulls a 180. Like,
it kind of does a bit of a mind kind of like fudge. You're going, what?
Yeah. I suppose it needed something to kind of differentiate itself. The first season was kind of a bit like
It was
passe a bit.
It's kind of yeah, it's kind of like your standard anime mecha show, but
with
it
some
was
nice
well
new
done.
ideas though. The whole thing, the city is in the ship, and the gravity just goes every now and again.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was like I was just like ah when that happened in the first season when they did the turn
Yeah.
and everyone's just like falling into the sky and I'm like ah that's not cool.
Yeah, and the way everybody doesn't have to eat because they photosynthesize now,
They're
and there's some
plants.
people that are
Yeah.
not quite the same gender, and one or
Oh,
the other.
they're androgynous, and then they can
Yeah,
decide later on.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah. That was kind
yeah.
of the weakest part of the first season was that fucking love triangle.
It
yeah,
gets weirder now. I've seen
yeah.
all of season two, and it
Oh,
gets
okay. Well, sure, 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 sure.
As long as it's not like maudlin, I don't mind.
no,
It's
like
not. It looks like it's not going to be as modeling as the
Yeah,
no,
first
yeah.
season.
and the battle sequences are expertly done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that's
no.
definitely what
That's
I loved about the series in general was just how the action sequences. You know when you see the quality kind of shoot up a bit,
yeah.
Yeah,
like after all the kind of reused animations, the quality just like jumps. I'm thinking back to the kind of samurai duel from, or not the samurai fight from the first one.
Mm.
the guy with the sword, and you just see the kind of the fucking frame rate jumps up a bit because you're like, oh, there's the money.
Yeah, that's where they're pushing all their Netflix money, right into
Yeah,
the battle scenes. Um, but it's a nice animation in general, but like as many animes go, like they do repeat a lot of stuff, like just to make it kind of save money in the smaller parts.
yeah.
Um, yeah, as far as comic books goes, no Transformers this last 2 weeks, Emma James, but I have
What
been
a damn shame.
making up for it, like for the lot of robot stuff. I'm gonna get a name for it. I'm telling you, between Emma, Atomic Robo, which is a very good book.
I've read the first couple and they're just great fun.
Yeah, they're great fun, and I've read the first couple of them now, but I hadn't when I wrote the review. So I said that like I'm because the new series that just started in IDW was like, yeah, you kind of need to know what's gone on. It's a little bit, but like also the characters are immediately kind of fun and bounce off each other well, and stuff really gets going really quickly. So it's still really good, but I'm still a little lost. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
Yeah.
the good something about that book, it's actually printed all online before it even gets put into a floppy
Uh,
on their website. So I can read the second issue of that new series right now, and like
right.
first two pages, first page of the third issue, even before the second issue has come out. So that like not really a thing because I'm getting review copies, but you know it's a very good book, and everything behind them. And Dave is back. Dave, if you read that in IDW,
Oh yeah, that was a funny book.
yeah, he's back with it with now in charge of Earth defense. Now Earth is 3-4 or th in that world, uh, but I'm sure it's pronounced Earth as well. Um, but it's like he's in charge of the defense, but they haven't had anything happen for a year, and they're all getting a bit bored. And he's still having troubles with his kid and his ex-wife, and there's all kind of stuff going. So it's like it's still the amount of comedy. It's not turned into an adventure book with like a lot of cursing, it's like,
uh,
um, but it's that's very good, and some other stuff there. But I think that's the standouts. So if everybody wants to get go, we'll get to the news. The news. We'll go to the comics books first and get it done.
yeah,
Mark Miller's on one of his tirades again. He has a tendency to publicize a lot of his stuff himself.
He's
Uh,
king of self promotion, this guy.
yeah,
yeah,
he's second only to like the likes of Kevin Smith or someone like for self promotion. Like
Yeah.
it's like basically he's just saying he's giving out that he has an awful lot of plans for Chrononauts 2. And I think most of us that read it here, I don't know if Evan you did, I know Chris
they didn't
and
manage, no,
James
but
did.
what
I,
way?
It was just a lot of fun. Like it's kind of like without all the dark stuff that Miller has a tendency to put into things. There were maybe some like hints of dark things, but not like to the level that he likes to. He gets a bit. I really don't know how they're gonna make Nemesis into a movie without changing an awful lot of it. Uh, but
Uh,
we'll go back to, and he's also talking about the kind of casting that they're trying to they're going already into casting for the movie. Now Miller has a tendency to push all these well before any of them happen, but he has had quite a few comics come out as movies, so he obviously has an inroad with some directors and producers.
he's
So
saying
he's
like
more
some
likely. Sorry.
major league actor or something's on board or again, or he says something like crazy.
Yeah. Well, it's all rumors at the moment, so I'm sure he's just trying to hype people up for the idea of it before you can give any real notice. But for the moment, sequel next year to Chrononauts, I'll be waiting for that, the sequel comic. So that should be good. And to move on to the next, we've got Brian Arezzo. How do you pronounce his name?
Azzarello.
Azzarello. Yes. He, you He sounds like an Italian chocolate of some sort. Uh, we'll
Yeah.
call him Brian Vianetta, Romantica, okay? Uh, but he's been talking about his work on Dark Knight Returns 3 Master Race. He's going to be doing he's working on writing it with Frank. I don't know how, probably more on the art side that he's going to be doing. But he says like when they're talking about Dark Knight 2, I didn't get the same reception. He's like saying he says the only reason that I got the bad reception was the internet. Everybody would have bitched about it, bitched about Dark Knight Returns as much if it was the internet was around in the 80s the way it is now. I don't know
No,
about that.
Yeah.
it was a bad comic.
It has major storytelling flaws. I gotta, well, however weird and different from the regular Batman titles, Dark Knight Returns, it wasn't a bad piece of storytelling. It was satirical but it was well told, so and it still seemed like it came from the same world, but it jumped forward, so I think he's just being really nice to like a lot of people really like Frank Miller apparently, so he must be a decent mate if even if he's gotten cranky with the public and politically odd,
That's slightly weird.
and his writing is got well,
Yeah,
full of
it's
wars.
degraded over time.
What?
His writing's degraded over time, and I think
Well, that's to be
Azarelo's doing, he's
expected,
doing a
but
clean-up job on probably a synopsis. I don't think
yeah,
Miller's in any condition to do this work on his own. Was it eight
yeah.
issues, 6 or 8 issues?
I don't know. It says it. Let's see. No, I don't know if it says anything no, it doesn't give. But I'd say whether he's doing 3 issues again, or 3 or 4 issues again, or he's doing it for the art definitely looks better. Because
That's
I
Andy
think,
Kubert, though, isn't it?
but yeah, Andy Kubert, he's definitely doing a Miller-esque style, but it's still it's a good bit better than the actual
Yeah, it's an eight-issue
character for
series.
DK2. Um, I think Dark Knight Returns was good art, but it was definitely in the Miller style. It was like that, Lone Wolf and Cub style that he really grew to like.
Mm.
But he's gone too far with it, and it was sloppy in places in Dark Knight 2. It's like, but no, I hope it's good. And if he manages to get a bit more, get some stories out there and have someone polish them up, or maybe it puts him a turn in the way he's writing. I don't know, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
What do you think, Evan? Do you remember? Have you ever even tried Dark Knight 2 Strikes Back?
No,
Um,
no.
go in it with low expectations. It's worth reading just to know where things are where things went. But don't don't
Don't expect them. Yeah.
don't expect the first one. No, 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 no,
No, no,
no,
no, no, no, no, no,
no, no.
no.
And we'll move on to some TV news. Last week we got, first of all, just after we pretty much tied up the podcast a fortnight ago, we got Diggle in costume for Arrow. It looks a bit odd, I have to say, in pictures. It's kind of a silver leather outfit with a weird Magneto-esque helmet. In fact, people are calling him Dignito online.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's definitely got that vibe.
but apparently there's some kind of a glass shield that goes dark when he needs it to,
Nice.
so they can't even tell through the mask any of his features.
Yeah.
Um, but it does look better in the trailer, which came out long after, which looks very interesting. Definitely, I'm looking forward to Damien Dark in there. Did either of you get a look at seeing that one?
Yeah.
How about yourself, James?
Yes, I did. I like the actor.
Yeah. Oh no, he's always good in things. He chews scenery a bit, but I think it worked for this villain.
Yeah, like his scene turning Justified is fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. The way he just seems criminally unhinged, and like his voices just get the best of him. Like so, it's like yeah.
Yeah.
Compared to like the very businessman villain, the other lad with the beard that in Justified,
Yeah,
why I think why I want to say why, uh, who was like pretty much in the background through all of it, like with the Dixie Mafia.
yeah,
Um, he's very like businessman with them that deals with criminal stuff. He's like he thinks of it as a business and to do it right, like where some of these are just like psychos in suits, It's like,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the trailer looks very good. Basically, uh, Oliver's brought back by the needs of uh, of
Team
speed
Arrow.
and needing help with Damien Dark. Basically, they're having to deal with people like League of Assassin level. Like they're going to need someone that has that kind of experience. Um, and let's see what else we have going on the TV side. We got a new Flash trailer as well. If we see and we see Lou Garrick, Lou Garrick, no,
Jay,
uh, Jay Garrick.
you're thinking of Lou Gehrig, the baseball player.
Yeah, no, we've done that before. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Or the disease?
yeah.
Yeah.
He was the first
Oh,
well-known one to have it, so that's why they called it Lou Gehrig.
All right. Fair enough.
So
Like,
if you ever look at the Lou Gehrig story, the TV movie, it
okay.
didn't end well.
I see.
Uh, there was a joke about that in Friends. It's like, but they're basically he says like something's coming true. Like I think either he's talking about Atom Smasher or he's talking about Zoom
yeah,
in it. Uh, but Atom Smasher is a bigger part of the trailer as one of the first villains to come true from Earth 2 or some other dimension. Uh, Probably Earth 2. Um, and he looks very well. Like when you see your man do it in action, like there's also a behind the scenes trailer that shows bits of action and some of the stuff going on in the background, and you see him change size while he's holding Barry. It looks very good. Um, but yeah, what things to say like that looks that's very good at all. And while we're actually staying with the DC side, um, the Hawks, both Hawkman and Hawkgirl, get to have pictures in costume.
yeah.
Uh,
Had a look.
and it looks good. I hope they don't show much of the wings because that can look a bit dodgy.
I think
Yeah.
it's gonna
They
be
fall down or
CG.
something.
I, I I wonder will they have like TV friendly like retcon that they can hide the wings or something like that?
Yeah, because it looked bad in Smallville. Do you remember Hawkman and Ben
I
Brenner was?
remember the Stargate actor, like, who did a good job, but
No,
the
it just
wings
the
just looked
costume didn't look
redonkulous.
right. Yeah, no, he came off quite well for the little time he had as a decent Hawkman. Kind of really authoritative, slightly too angry, kind of buttoned down, you know,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like bouncing off Green Arrow, which was always the thing in the comics. But there was a younger Green Arrow and slightly older, and Hawkman, like even though Hawkman's reincarnated, so that's going to be a big thing in the story. Uh, Much like in the comics, this version of Hawkgirl doesn't remember all the different versions of herself, and he does. So it's like you're coming back to see this person you've been in love with through centuries of reincarnations, and they don't remember you, kind of thing to deal with, as well as all the stuff with Vandal Savage. Um, yeah, no. Did you get a look at that there, Evan, or they had the very nice brown leather costumes, not overly, not overly overdone at all. It's like I think they're doing a great job of the costumes in CWTV.
Yeah.
But and Deathstroke was arrested. Manu Bene was arrested at a con
Oh.
because he started fighting with one of the con goers. Uh, should see the picture. It's still you still got the like the tash. Basically, they were called to the Grand Hyatt Hotel in San Antonio, the Alamo City Comic Con. Uh,
Yeah.
there was an assault in progress, and Manu Bennett was taken into custody after physical altercation and charged with assault causing bodily injury. No further details have been released. So
He could have been
there's
antagonized. You don't know what the hell happened there.
nah, no, God knows. Like he could have like someone should have went like you have an eye, you lied to me, uh,
Something.
something like that. You big phony. Look at this guy, he's a phony.
It's just, you get. Oh yeah. I punch you right now, even though you're not even calling me a phony.
Oh well, that's from Family Guy. Yeah, he was at a Villains of Arrows panel in Alamo City, and it was cancelled after that.
Yeah.
But unsurprisingly, he's known for The Hobbit, of course, Arrow and Spartacus and Shannara Chronicles coming up, which I've never heard of.
What?
It's a Terry Brooks fantasy book series that
Ah,
MTV are trying to cash in on the Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings thing. I don't know how it's going to translate.
yeah. See,
Yeah.
he knows books. We should have another a section called
He knows books.
James Knows Books. James Knows Books.
You didn't even mention that, like in The Martian, Sean Bean's in it.
Sean Bean. Does he die? He
Don't
probably
know.
does. Most of
Who
them do.
knows?
Well, uh,
You should just go at the start of the film. Oh, I know where this is going. I'm
yeah.
out. I'm out of
I'll just,
here.
I'll just kill myself now.
Where's the airlock? I'm going straight for it.
He shoots
It's gonna
himself.
do this fairly routine extra, like vehicular activity in EVA, and then see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want him to get a cameo in a Star Trek film with a red shirt. That's what I want.
Oh yeah, that'd be the ultimate doing the joke.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Going along with it. I think he does get the joke. I think he prefers it on a lot of things where he doesn't like get stuck in a role that he just gets bored of.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think he really does.
Yeah, fair enough. And in
Speaking
fairness though, like Tim Curry has died many more times than Bean, but it's only because Tim Curry has been in many more films as well.
Yeah.
he has a tend to be more villains though,
Yeah, comes with it, I suppose.
or comic relief.
Yeah. I liked Tim Curry in the Hunt for Red October because he was kind of being billed as the kind of like the snitch.
Yeah,
And then, all through the movie, you think this guy could be it, and no one trusts him. And then it turns out he's actually a decent bloke.
Yeah.
yeah,
You know what I mean? I did quite like that.
yeah. It's nice when they can do turnarounds like that. That they go against your expectations of things.
I think it's the straightest role I've ever seen him play, actually.
Mm. Yeah, he does have a tendency to do very big roles, either very evil roles or very comedy roles.
I'm trying to think of the ones I've seen and where it wasn't voice acting.
Troy
I
Legend. Do you remember Legend?
still haven't seen Legend. I think it's on my hard drive or it's
Uh,
somewhere
Oh,
nearby.
it's on there.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Whoops.
Okay.
I have the DVD. I have the VHS right here.
Do you
Is
have a
remember that
VHS
brief
player?
time when it was okay to back up your DVDs? Was it that time?
I remember those days. No, I don't.
Or it's your ultraviolet copy? Stay with that one.
Mm.
Oh god. Yeah. But I can't remember. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I must
Like he basically plays darkness.
yeah,
Yeah,
he plays like
plays the devil of that world, basically.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
And he looks it. He looks like
it's
twice as big as he really is, and he's like, really like the old idea of the devil, but looking meaner and scarier, you know?
Like
Yeah.
apparently the makeup was so extreme, like whatever materials they were using at the time, like he was getting massive skin burns because the
Uh,
chemicals using to kind of affix the prosthetics.
yeah,
But it's amazing stuff. It's a guy called Rob Bottin, genius, but also quite mad.
Mm.
as they always are.
Yeah.
Uh, sorry, no, I think I derailed the conversation. What were we talking about before?
Yeah. Well, next up we've got like a little bit of news. Apparently, Stephen Amell has left, taken a break from social media because of a bit of a brouhaha that happened over Twitter. If you remember that lad in America, 14-year-old Ahmed,
Who got, yeah, got
that
suspended.
brought in a homemade clock to school and got arrested thinking it was a bomb or a hoax bomb.
Yeah, it's like September the 11th around that time, and obviously people were
No,
just getting a bit.
No, it's recent.
Hmm?
yeah, no, it's recent, but September 11th just happened. The anniversary is what James is saying.
Oh, yeah, 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 fair enough.
Uh,
Yeah, you're with me now.
Still, people are anti about
I
anniversary.
thought time would start like making sense when I started work, but now I take less notice of it.
What year is this?
Yeah,
I
the kid's clock isn't a time machine.
Yeah.
I actually had to think about what year it was for a second.
But
Oh my goodness.
Oh
uh,
dear.
I think this is really reasonable, and I think it's just because it's the internet. You got so much negative feedback from it.
Well,
But
like,
all he said was
well,
stereotyping Texas isn't any better than stereotyping Ahmed.
Yeah.
yeah.
So just so we're clear,
He was
and
trying to like be level it, going, everyone kind of calm down. Like you can't kind of go Texas are all inbreds or whatever. Like you
yeah,
can't do anything like that.
and
And
and he got shit for it, and now he's like pulling back, like it's
yeah,
And
like
now, and now his life is most definitely ruined because, like, people know what he is on the internet now, and that's never a good thing.
you mean the kid?
Yeah.
He's got like
no, we're not talking about the kids. Like,
Zuckerberg from Facebook wants to invite him to his offices, and he's got an invite to the White
yeah.
House.
No, I
Yeah.
think it was
It's
the
gonna be
people that
big.
were anti-racing that jumped on Stephen Amell. They were going like, "Oh well, like are you standing up for the people that made this profiling?" Like when he was just saying, here, if you take it too
Yeah,
far, you're doing the same thing to the poor Texans. Like, you know what I mean? They're not all like that. Just some people in that
yeah.
were making that decision at the time. You know?
Yeah. Well, like, kids get suspended for crazy stuff in general, so
There was a great picture,
across
like
the
saying,
water.
like the kid, and he looks science geek. There
Yeah,
he is with his NASA T-shirt and building a homemade clock,
yeah,
like a digital clock. And then the next picture we've gone, this was also taken in Texas, and it's two kids with automatic weapons.
yeah,
And you're kind of going, yeah, like, yeah, there has to be balance, but that there just seems to be, they did profile him and then went a bit to town. And they didn't even investigate what he actually built. You don't kind of
yeah.
call the cops.
Like, and who's worried about a clock being part of a bomb anymore? Or what is this, the 70s? It's like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a B movie. Do you look at the clock and go, oh, it must be attached to a 12 sticks of dynamite or something?
I don't know.
it kind of was, yeah.
It's like,
Like we should, like we shouldn't throw stones about bombs and all that, but
no.
we'd never
That's
lost our shit
stereotyping
over
us.
small things
Hope
like.
Stephen Amell can actually stand up for us on Twitter. Well, I don't think he's gone. He's just taking a bit of a break while everybody calms down at him,
Yeah. It was like
Yeah.
trolls, the internet trolls, they'll latch onto anything, and then suddenly people that weren't even really following you will just kind of suddenly log on just to give you abuse.
He was being perfectly reasonable. I think that was a perfectly reasonable comment. Like I even
Yeah.
put it in the header of the thing. I said, Stephen Amell tries to be reasonable on Twitter, realizes his mistake, and then takes a break from social.
Yeah. Like I think it's kind of like you're trying to ice skate uphill when you try and be reasonable on the internet
Yeah,
sometimes. When you have an angry internet mob, you're
yeah.
just not going to win.
Ugh. But God bless him. Like he's doing the right thing. He can't win, but like taking a little bit of a break. But I'm sure all his fans will come back once people have forgotten. But people have
Ah, they'll be
fond
there for
memories
him.
on the internet.
He'll
They'll
be doing
very
all his
very
good
quickly.
charity work and
Yeah,
keeping characters in other TV shows alive. So yeah, he'll be fine.
and like he's done more than he deserved by apologizing to them online. So you know,
Yeah,
hopefully
like
that'll appease them.
he's
Like
just making. He's making that. He's put it back on them. If they keep on at it, it looks like they're the ones that are being kind of unreasonable.
yeah,
So
but
yeah,
we have one of those nice little animated teaser trailers for Jessica Jones come up. It's got a lot of hints of what's going to be about, like problems with drink, all the purple mist, suggesting the purple man's control over her, like mental control over her and everything. So that looks good. Not much you could say about it, but it's definitely a nice mood piece that gets you excited, and it's also set that it will be in early November that's coming out. Uh,
nice.
so we won't have long to wait there. November 20th. I say early November. I should say late November. November 20th. Uh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I definitely think that looks good. The it's hard to tell from those things, but like if they're anything like the Daredevil, if they got those same kind of minds behind it, and it's actually a nice dark story for those ones, it should turn out
yeah.
well. You got a few castings for Luke Cage. We got Frank Whaley and Mahershala Ali. Now you'll know this guy Ali if you see his face. Like he's one of those guys. He was in House of Cards. I think he was in Alphas as well as one of the like government type um, uh, guys.
Oh, you might be right.
Yeah. Um, but he's been in
Was
lots
he
of
in the
things.
4400 as well?
I don't know if I watched that to be honest. Uh,
Yeah, yeah, that's going back a bit now.
yeah, but
Sorry,
No, no,
never been
like
older.
not even like
no,
time, but
dude,
like
I
who else?
remember. I just never got into it. And
Yeah,
so that guy, and we've got Frank Whaley, who is another guy that you know that guy off that thing. He's
Your
one of those
man.
guys. Like he's a
exactly. Your man.
man off the thing. So he he'll be playing Misty Knight's hard-nosed NYPD partner and frequent ally of Iron Fist. So Detective Raphael Scarf. Uh, and he's been in stuff like Swimming with Sharks, Pulp Fiction, Under the Dome, uh, which I hear on the second season has really gone downhill. But I
Under
haven't
the
watched the
dome.
first season, so what? Yeah, what? Sorry, Under the Dome, yeah.
I think after the first 40 minutes, it went downhill. In fairness.
Yeah, some people liked it for a bit longer, I hear, but yeah, a
Yeah.
few people. I think people really like Dean Norris in it. Uh, but he did a great performance, and people wanted to stick around for him. But I was like, it's still not working. It's a bit
Yeah.
rusty. Uh, bad lost. Like, but so
Exactly.
definitely some good cast being pulled into there. Um, finally, well, no, we've got a bit more TV. I should say we've got quick stuff on Preacher. There's a new poster. It looks really good. It's kind of like this weird red sky at upside down church, and it gives us the date. So we're going to get it in May of next year.
Nice.
Ooh.
So we've got like we got it produced by Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg, and we've got Dominic Cooper as Jesse Custer, Ruth Negga as Tulip,
Oh,
and
sweet.
and uh, what's his name, Gilgun as Cassidy, the lad from Misfits, the last two
Oh,
three seasons.
oh, that's gonna annoy me now.
Jason, I think. And you got like you got stuff like they've already cast their art, but you know who, uh, the story of you know who, uh, but arseface is not a bad word anymore. I'm saying arseface.
Yeah, ours is
I
acceptable.
think we'll get away with that. But that looks very good. Not much we could tell, but it definitely in the style of the book. That lovely like red tinted sky and the very southern church, uh, turned upside down, which is a nice
Mm.
metaphor for the story, I think. And we we've got we got Stick due to come back in Daredevil 2, season 2 that is, which I can't say anymore for. I really enjoyed Scott Glennis' Stick. Like
I like
I've never
Scott
been
Glenn in pretty much anything. I like he has a
Scott
great
Penn.
presence and he's got that weight behind him as well, where you just
Yeah,
take him seriously.
but even Sucker Punch, you liked him.
I don't hate Sucker Punch because I just think it's such a terrible movie, but it looks so pretty that I can just watch it and not even
Yeah,
one brain cell needs to kick in to watch that movie.
it is one of those movies that like if you're really drunk or high, I'd say you'd love. And if you're not taking it too seriously, you'll probably love it as well. But the minute you start looking into it, you're going,
Oh no, the story is it's kind of like you know
it's like someone.
16 and
Let's not.
you're
Let's not.
writing a story thinking you're a genius, and then no
Yeah,
one's actually had the heart to tell you later on. No, it's absolute garbage, man.
yeah, yeah. It's one of those like someone thought he was being really clever, but the way he put it together like didn't sell the cleverness at all.
I think if if the script for the Batman v Superman's good, he'll do a good job. I think he can direct and get stuff on the screen from a
Oh yeah,
page.
no, no, he's definitely
But
a
do
great
not let him
director.
write that page.
Yeah,
Just
uh,
slap him when he goes near it.
Yeah,
yeah.
go, no,
Just
no,
stop
no.
that.
We've talked about this
Stop.
before.
Stop that. Don't
Just
go.
actually,
Don't even look at it.
just have Ben Affleck as Batman there over the script.
He just let Ben do the writing. He's done it before. He's okay.
Yeah, he kind of has an Oscar for script writing.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like Ben Affleck in the Batman voice. Get away!
uh,
Don't have me to use my kung fu at you.
yeah.
Or even better, the
Just before we
Batman
move on.
Bat Metal.
Yeah. Just before we move on anywhere, a thought came to my head when you were talking about the Marvel stuff. I
Yeah,
was just thinking I'd love to see a Marvel cartoon for adults done at some point.
yeah. Like
I think that'd be great. Like,
so some of the animated movies at DC are getting awful adult feeling. Uh,
yeah,
Oh, good grief, yeah.
yeah,
yeah, like they should kind of try not try and be grim and gritty now, but try and like aim for something that's not quite for kids as much. That'd be
yeah.
interesting, I find.
Yeah,
Well, the
like
only thing they probably
the
have is that.
Ultimates cartoons, like they're so sanitized, it's horrible to watch.
Yeah. Like it's easy to forget, but comics are actually pretty dark in general, even the ones that are for kids.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they moved on with their audience quite a bit.
Yeah.
kids are a lot more
There's,
sophisticated and they kind of like the cool like action stuff and a bit of like brutal mayhem.
but I think there is a market for comics that are a little more family, all ages. Like I think Giant Robot, sorry, Giant Robot. I keep on saying the manga's name. Atomic Robot that does well to being all ages.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then there's stuff like the stuff that Booms is bringing out as well. It's not only it's diverse and all ages. It's like there needs to be a little bit of that. You know,
Yeah.
to
yeah.
bring in new readers anyway. But yeah, finally we got some Doctor Who. Woo! Uh, First of all, we had the prologue for the Magician's Apprentice.
Which I
With the
liked.
Doctor. Sorry.
I liked it. Shot
Yeah,
on the cheap, but it still had that kind of like nicely written back and forth.
yeah. Did you see that yet, Evan?
No, I haven't seen Doctor Who since like the third oh God, what's his name even anymore?
Matt Smith.
And that long. No. Peter
Tell
Capaldi. Peter Capaldi. I've
Oh,
only
third
seen his
episode. Yeah.
third one and I stopped after that.
Yeah. Well, basically, it's just like kind of like building up the mystery of what's happening. Like, he's on Cairn, and he's handing something, and they're talking about a few mysterious characters that they never really go into, like whether she wants to meet up with one and to get a disc to another. So it's not clear if he's talking about the Master or whoever the big bad is in the ninth series, or
Yeah.
you know,
There
it's
was they were saying that Jenna Louise Coleman's considering leaving. Yeah.
yeah. There's news that she might be playing Queen Victoria in a nighty TV drama.
Uh huh.
Uh, I think they didn't want her to release yet, so like they pulled it from her, asked her to pull her for Twitter, and they keep them quiet now. But
Yeah.
there's rumors abound that that this might be her last season. Uh, which I've got no problem with. I've had enough of her, to be honest. Uh,
She's
you know,
they're running out of things for it to be relevant with. They need a new companion that can create a whole new arc and maybe have some sort of like backstory that'll be a bit more engaging.
yeah. Part of me wants Osgood though to be the new companion, but that might be a bit too much having such a fan on board of the TARDIS.
Yeah,
Yeah. She had just the unenviable job of coming after Karen Gillan, like who's considered one of the best
Well,
companions
I
in
think
ages.
Karen Gillan and Arthur Darvill, because like I
Yeah.
think to both of them together made a great companions
and
but yeah,
they seem so relevant in the kind of big kind of universe, the kind of mythos of Doctor Who. They kind of became big players.
yeah. Well, like essentially, Amy Pond is his mother-in-law twice over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Twice over. Did you hear this as well? Like, if you think about it, she was accidentally got married to Henry VIII, and then the doctor, David Tennant's doctor, got married to
Victoria.
yeah, Victoria. So that
Or
makes
no, not Victoria. Elizabeth. Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. Yeah,
I said that.
yeah.
Don't pay attention though.
Sorry, man. Uh,
Sorry.
but basically,
Yeah,
yeah.
maybe.
So she's his mother-in-law that way, and also through River Song. So
Yeah.
twice over.
Yeah.
uh, but it's an interesting thing. Like I can't definitely looking forward to seeing that on Saturday, um, or soon after as I get to it. Um, we'll get to the movies now.
Yup.
Michael Shannon's been teasing more stuff about Batman v Superman. He said he did apologize for his messing around. Uh, Basically, he's asked a lot of things about the movie, and he's sworn not to say. So he just likes to mess with people. Uh, that's basically what he said there.
We kind of thought that too.
Yeah. So it's like he's saying that he'd be somewhat of a ghost. A lot of the same idea that Jor-El was a ghost in the actual in the first movie.
Uh-huh.
So where I where he's going to be some kind of a holographic thing, or just some kind of haunting thing to him. I don't know what he means, but it gives you a slighter issue. He did go into like them pressure that he's under in the situation, not saying anything, leads him to say silly things like Zod have flippers. Uh, but they fell for it, so God bless them.
That they
Uh,
fall for anything. We
yeah,
fall for anything.
yeah. We did talk about ourselves, so what were we saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but the Chris Evans as Captain America wants to stay. His contract will be going away soon enough. Certainly after Infinity Gauntlet, or I should say Infinity War.
Yeah.
He says he'd be happy to stay on. Um, just whether they want to move on without in a way that like they'd be able to give him a big ending. I think they'd be glad to have him on because he's done very well. I think he after seeing him in so many other things, going, then he saw me on him being Steve Rogers. So
Yeah, he is a great Cap, like
yeah,
he's what made me love Cap so much, like.
yeah,
Yeah. He's just got the right kind of earnestness and kind of humor, and he can kind of kick backside as well when he needs to.
yeah.
Yeah.
He
And
does
he
have
wasn't bad in Snowpiercer, so like well, but yeah, he's a bit typecast. right now.
I
That's the
like
only
him in a lot
worry
of
I have.
things.
He's great in Sunshine.
Yeah,
Who's he in Sunshine again?
Yep. He's the guy that kind of starts getting into a big fight with Cillian Murphy.
yeah, he's kind of like
Got a
the
beard,
mission
like he looks
commander.
really kind of
Iraq
different.
from
It's
Science
dark.
Command. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Um,
the
It's
one that
been.
dies with the most idiotic cooling system supercomputer I've ever.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I remember him now.
Yeah.
it was like there wasn't a scene where Killian Murphy was like putting brown sauce in his tea, and
You're
Chris Evans got in a fight with him.
no, you're thinking of Intermission now, aren't
I
you?
know that was the joke.
Oh, for God's sake, then, like,
Yeah.
never
I was
mind.
doing an
Carry on.
I was being meta.
I know now.
Oh, I don't know. You took meta and then made it. Eh.
Yeah.
All right, all right, thank you for that, James. He, he always puts me down. But yeah. In other news, this is probably rumor-ish, but Ronda Rousey could be doing a remake of Roadhouse. And apparently, she even went to Swayze's widow and asked permission, like if she was allowed to take on the project. Which
I think
she
she's
claims
gonna be playing like Patrick Swayze's character in it. She's
well,
gonna be the bouncer in the movie. She's not
yeah,
gonna be
she's
the
going to
love
be the equivalent of what was the character's name again? Dalton.
Dalton, was it?
Yeah, it was Dalton. He was just
Yeah.
known as Dalton. I'm sure
It's
you had a
great
surname.
B movie trash though, the original Roadhouse.
Yeah. Oh no, no, it's a great fun. But I think if the villain turns to her and goes, "I used to fuck girls like you in the prison," it'd have a completely different tone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting
Yeah.
if they do it. I'm not. It just seems to me Hollywood's just lot. They got no ideas. They got nothing.
Well, they already did a Roadhouse 2 with Dalton's son.
Ugh. Not like a
Uh,
direct to
The
video.
problem,
I
the
think
problem
ended
isn't
up
that they
going direct to
haven't
video.
any ideas; it's that they're terrified of any idea.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like, did you see? I don't know if it's on the docket. Did you see they're pushing back Pacific Rim 2?
Oh
It's
yeah,
been on
I
hold
heard they put
indefinitely,
that
which
down.
means that it's
It's
cooking.
dead. And I'm kind of half angry, but I'm not even really surprised
No,
because they're worried about Warcraft, so they won't commit to anything else.
I
yeah,
like the worried that they're about the financial outlay for World of Warcraft.
Like, it was Warcraft and another film, and that was the amount of risks they were willing to take in a year.
yeah,
And
Right.
like, gee, Mac Del Toro's getting some nasty luck this year
yeah.
altogether.
Yeah.
And like, I would have loved to have seen if he'd gotten that animated series off the ground as well. That would have been great,
Mm.
actually.
I was really hoping for At the Mountains of Madness, though. That was like the dream project, and it just didn't seem to pan out.
Yeah, I'm sure. Del Toro and Dreams, like.
We might get Hellboy 3. Let's keep our fan kind of
Yeah, that being
Yeah.
said, like Crimson Peak is yet to come out, so we've got that at least. At least that's done.
He
yeah.
still
If
does have
that's
a
a
lot of
hit,
irons in the fire, though. To be
if
honest.
that's a hit, like suddenly people will go, "What do you want to do?" And you might actually be able to say, "I want to do this," and I'll give him money.
I hope
I
it's a
want to
hit
make a
with.
horror film about a cheesecake that comes to life.
Yeah.
I hope like Crimson
No,
Peak
it's
is
a
a hit.
cheesecake that becomes sentient and starts fighting tacos.
Yeah.
Like I hope Crimson Peak is a hit with people who would have liked Woman in Black
Yeah.
because I
Yeah.
feel that'd be the one they should try and go for.
Mm.
Yeah, like the play, The Woman in Black is amazing. It's so well done. And I think the
James
film
knows
kind of
plays.
missed out on what made the play work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's still some good moments to The Woman in Black as a movie, but the play is far, far better.
Really? Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's like a two-hander. And even the poor actress that plays the Woman in Black doesn't get a mention in the notes. It's so, like, they keep that character super mysterious.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. It's really
That's
good.
actually clever. Like you bring a mystique even about the production.
Yeah.
You know. Like if anybody could say they're the woman in black then. Like any jobbing actress. You could say I was the woman in black in that big play in Broadway or whatever in London. Like, uh, But yeah, we got plenty news more this week. We got Rachel McAdams is definitely on for Doctor Strange. Rumors that she's going to be playing a version of the Night Nurse. I know we've already got Night Nurse in there, but she's never been called and Night
Yeah,
Nurse as in Daredevil. So they could easily do one that's more referred to as the Night Nurse, like uh, taking off a particular story in Doctor Strange's canon.
they're building a good cast,
Mm,
and the director's good. But I'm not like I think he's not amazing, but he might be given a chance.
mm.
He's
Well,
can
you
only
know,
work at low budget kind of stuff and did a good job. So with a fairly decent budget,
I
he could
think
do
they
some
just want to
amazing.
make it kind of frightening and unnerving as well as a super movie.
Yeah, like if they keep the budget in line, then the financial returns like aren't gonna like impact the kind of darkness that they can bring.
Yeah,
Yeah, like, yeah. We need a kind of new genre to kind of bring more variety to the
And
cinematic universe.
and if kind of like Marvel are paying attention, like there is like a lot of excitement with the whole concept of Justice League Dark,
yeah,
bringing in the kind of dark side of the kind of Justice League, the kind of more horror element. That they
yeah,
might be wanting to go, yeah, we want to be ready if that becomes a thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're going to slowly bring things in, but Doctor Strange is going to be the first thing.
Yeah, it's gonna bring the
Uh,
kind of like the kind of fantastical, the magic kind of like end of it.
and then they'll probably have Iron Fist being the next thing
Yeah,
on TV.
were they having trouble trying to get the tone for Iron Fist? Would they go spiritual, supernatural, or just have a guy who can punch really well?
It's like he's literally got a fist of iron. Uh,
That's honestly for the longest time that's what I thought Iron Fist was all about. I, just, I was like, so what's his superpower? Oh, well, he has a really powerful fist. That came out differently than I thought it would.
That's no mind. I was still on point. I was fine, but no,
yeah,
you just went there,
my voice
and
was
you
slightly
dragged us
deep,
all
I'll be
with you.
honest. Okay. Moving on to other types of fists. We've got a new Creed trailer in which it does show a little bit more of the interstory between him and Rocky.
Yeah.
Rocky trying to do the chicken thing, but his chickens aren't as fast as mixed chickens. Uh, but apparently Rocky is sick in it as well, and they're both pulling each other along. Um, uh, Creed trying to get over his complexes, and Rocky trying to get through which is I'd want to guess is some kind of cancer. you know, it's an easy to write in someone has cancer.
Super, super cancer. That's what it is.
He has Ivan Drago cancer.
Yeah.
It's like a mutation in in the shape of a hammer and sickle.
Yeah, it's called Mother Russia, the Mother Russia lung.
Yeah. I told you I'd kill you.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, indeed.
but it, it's yeah, it's just easy to write. It's the realities of cancer is not funny at all. But I'm just saying, as far as like it's an easy go if you're gonna make something silly.
Like
It's like
what does cinema sins call it? Like ambiguous cough syndrome.
yeah, uh, but it's yeah, like yes, yeah, definitely on that one. Uh, so that looks good. It definitely it look Michael B. Jordan, he's really good at doing this kind of stuff. Like so, I think it's in good hands. And
Grand.
we've got finally on the comic booky news, movie news. We've got like the director's left. Rupert Ward has left Gambit at the last minute, saying that the change in schedule has made him leave, as well as maybe the issues over the money. Mostly he's counting the shooting schedule. But you wonder what this means for the upcoming Gambit movie, who they get, and whether it'll be worse for her or better for her. Not much you can say on that.
Yeah. Just
But
wait and
No.
see.
no, but yeah, and This is an interesting one. Skull Island, the movie, the King Kong
That
movie.
was the other one. Sorry,
Yeah,
Stephen. That was the other one, apart from Warcraft, that they were going to take a risk on this year. Like,
yeah. So it's moved to the Warner Brothers for
yeah,
a possible versus Godzilla sequel. So
yeah,
they've got the Godzilla franchise, even though it didn't do too well the first one, and they're bringing in Skull Island, so they're
yeah.
hoping like that they can move into some kind of like fight of the monsters, army of monsters type of thing.
Okay,
Uh,
I am all for that. If they make up for the lack of any fighting monsters in Godzilla, I am all for that.
well, I'm sure like they'd have
They'd
to.
better, they'd better. It's actually interesting you bring it up because I got the art book for the creature concepts for the original, not the original, the remake of King Kong, and they always kind of had a hidden backstory to it, saying that Carl Denham went back to Skull Island to study the wildlife there and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Pretty interesting, actually.
Yeah.
So they're unlike a lot. I think they're really gonna like they're really going to try. They might even have one of those like little final sequences where something shows up in the darkness or something like oh it's Godzilla or it might not be
Yeah.
not actually Godzilla, but actually look like Godzilla. Oh, but you remember that was a bit from Austin Powers too. Like we can't actually say this is Godzilla because
You don't have the rights or
we don't have
something.
the
Yeah.
rights. Not actually Godzilla.
But
And you've got a lot of stuff being made at Disney. Actually, that remade at Disney. You got Mary Poppins possibly coming up. I don't know what they're gonna do with that.
why?
The remake.
Oh,
Uh, they're gonna make a new Mary Poppins. I think it'll in this day and age, if they set it in modern times, it look really creepy.
yeah, I am honestly. This isn't the case where I'm outraged that they'll remake some. I'm just like, why? Like, what's the appeal? Like,
Well, they're just hoping, like,
that's like
there's some
saying
kind
let's
of
remake
thing in your
Nanny
background,
McPhee.
but you rather see the new one, like, because you're younger and you've never properly
Yeah,
associated with the old one.
yeah, but like, why would kids want? I don't know. Anyway, never mind. What do I know? I'm not a marketer.
But what do you think of that, James? Would that go down a spoonful of sugar for you?
Ah, I just don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the general vibe these days.
Well, speaking about something a bit closer, they've got the new Jungle Book trailer, the John Favreau based version. Uh,
Again, I'm still trying to rationalize why it's being made.
yeah. It seems to be like some kind of hybrid between that one that was made with Jason Scott Lee. Remember the guy that played
Bruce Lee?
Bruce Lee in Dragon the Bruce Lee story, which is a
Yeah.
really good movie, I think.
Yeah, it is.
It,
Hmm.
and the actual and the original animated movie. They seem to want to go for that tone of the animated movie, but the more lively aspect. So they're going for like a whole the animals talk, but they do that kind of babe thing
Oh yeah,
where
yeah,
they animate their mouths.
yeah.
So they've got him they got Scarlett Johansson as Ka. Now I think in the book it is actually meant to be a female snake, but I've always thought of it as the animation as a male snake.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have you always thought as a male snake? Something about that.
I am all for Scarlett Johansson voicing a sexy snake.
Yeah, but Ka isn't meant to be sexy.
I don't care. It's Scarlett Johansson
I guess
voicing
the
it. It's
whole
going to be sexy no matter what.
that kind of worked in that way, I suppose. She does have a seductive voice.
She does
Yeah.
indeed.
Especially after seeing her.
Yeah, but no, I go. She has a very nice voice for that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, all
Uh,
joking aside, she's a great voice actress.
but and it's got Bill Murray as Baloo.
Yeah, yeah, I mean,
So his history of doing animal voices.
Is
oh, Garfield. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was reading somewhere the other day that the only reason he chose that is because he thought it was one of the Coen brothers writing it.
yeah.
And it was actually a guy called Cohen.
Yeah.
Well, which one, Garfield or the?
Garfield, yeah.
Yeah, all right. That's funny.
That's yeah. Sorry, Bill. Not gonna
Here's your
work, I'm
paycheck.
afraid.
He did the second one though. It was like, oh, this was easy. Get
Yeah,
paid for just a split
paycheck,
second.
paycheck, basically.
I had to get to. I don't even have to comb my hair.
Yeah.
It's all in the recording booth. Uh, but yeah, and speaking of the last remakes we're gonna have, apparently it's rumored that Christopher Nolan is rumored for to make the live action American Akira.
American
It's
what?
been
Oh,
banded
Kira.
around for years and
Uh,
years.
that's
Now,
a bit in development hell, so I don't expect it. But in a fantasy world, he'd be the right person, I guess.
He's
I
not a
think
bad choice, but I think and I don't think he's going to be actually going to direct this. I think he might be in a
yeah,
producing
it
role.
didn't say
Yeah.
whether they think he's going to produce or he's
Yeah.
going to direct.
The only thing is, the last film he just produced was Transcendence, and that didn't turn out well.
Oh, that's because of the cinematographer that he worked with, Wally Pfister.
Has he got an Iron Fist?
I
Iron
hope
Fist, or you
so.
mean?
Well, yeah,
The poor guy, like he's probably just trying to get along in life with a name of
I could
Fister.
be mispronouncing it. It could be like Feister or something like that.
He probably pronounces it that way, whatever it's pronounced like.
Yeah,
Oh
great
dear.
cinematographer, but not very good director.
Yeah,
Hasn't
Yeah.
done anything since.
yeah. Uh, you have to have a certain story sense as well as a visual sense, like as
Yeah,
well.
And not be stupid.
yeah.
That's a good
Oh,
that's a good place to start. Don't be stupid. Don't be transcendent stupid.
Oh,
yeah.
good God! Give
Very
it a name,
true.
why don't you, Evan?
Huh?
Give it a name.
Trans
Yeah.
stupid?
No, no, no. That's a term from things to do in Denver when you're dead. It's just like saying put it out, be upfront about it, direct about it. Why don't you? You know, give it a
Uh,
name.
yeah.
It's a nice term. Give it a name. Why don't you, Evan?
I,
And when
wait,
you
what?
greet people, you say boat drinks. When you greet your friends, boat drinks. Because I hope
What,
to see you in heaven, and we're on a nice boat, and we're having boat drinks.
what are you talking about?
There's things to do in Denver when you're dead. See that film? It's brilliant. Uh,
Okay. I've never seen this. So you
it's
laugh?
great. It's got Christopher. What's his name? Doc.
Christopher Reeve? Not Christopher Reeve. Christopher. Is it Christopher Reeve?
No,
Which is Superman?
that's
Christopher
Christopher
Reeve is
Reeve.
Superman.
Yes.
Uh,
Christopher.
Christopher Walken's also in it. Well,
Really?
yeah.
1 second now.
It's
Reeve.
Andy Garcia's in it as well,
Andy
isn't it?
Garcia is the main character. Yeah. Jimmy the Saint.
Yeah. It's a good movie. Some
Yeah.
great dialogue.
Yeah.
And
And lots of like little
Walken is
phrases that
great
they
as
pepper
the wheelchair bound kind of crime boss.
Sounds like my kind of thing. I'll have a look into it.
Yeah, yeah, it's very much in the not. I wouldn't say the same. I wouldn't say it's true romance
Christopher
as far
Lloyd.
as story, but got that kind of feel about it.
Yeah.
Christopher Lloyd.
Clever, great characters, and great crime story.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
a great line in it where there's a bit of a fight going on. Bit of a
Yeah, I think I
beatdown.
know what you're talking
And it's kind of like the guy shouts at the guy currently on the ground, going, "You are Tokyo, and I'm Godzilla." And the way he says it, because the guy's a lunatic in it,
about.
and like he, if you never got to act again, you can say, "I got to say that line."
Yeah, and he sold it as well.
Oh yeah, he owned it. No one will be able to say it as good as this guy.
Yeah.
uh,
Williams.
random question. Does anyone remember what was the name of the heist film with George Clooney in a wheelchair in it?
Welcome to Collinswood or Collinsville or
Collingwood. Yeah, that's probably it.
whatever.
Yeah, that put it into my head now.
Yeah.
Never mind. Off you go. Back to where we were.
Well, we'll leave the Akira thing for now. I think it's to be seen.
It's
We
not going
don't
to
know if it's
happen.
going to be
I
good. I think
can't,
they
they're
need
just
to
not going to get it right
well,
to
Even if
invest the money that it needs.
they're not going to get it off the ground, they couldn't get it off the ground for
for
10 years now, isn't it?
Yeah.
fair
More even.
enough. Yeah.
At one stage, an Irish director was going to be tapped to direct it. Roy
Yeah.
Robinson, who's actually
Paddy
visually really
O'Kara.
good,
Okay. Uh,
but yeah, it's not going to happen.
Like,
yeah.
it's
I
way
think
too long.
I think if they ever going to do it, they're going to have to make it into a like take the very basic idea to it and make it completely different. Like it's
Yeah,
going
If,
to have to be about street gangs or something like rather than
yeah,
teenage gangs, and it's going to be a really American style a military scientific outfit. You know, it's going to have to take all of the Japanese out of it.
yeah. And
yeah.
you know what? Like, Cowboy Bebop with Keanu Reeves, I'd prefer to see that sooner, honestly.
Whoa.
Mm.
I know, kind of
Well,
controversial, but let's be honest, Keanu Reeves would be a perfect Spike Spiegel. Like.
no, I don't think he has enough charisma. He's not good at playing charisma.
Yeah, I suppose. But if they dubbed him over, maybe.
We're not going to dub him over. That's the whole point of him being.
But it's the problem. He looks great, and he'd be great. Like he'd be physically great for the part.
Yeah,
It's so annoying.
There's probably plenty of people that look great. You haven't even thought of them. It's only that Kanye Reeves been pointed towards him for so long, and he wanted to do it.
Yeah, but I really wanted to do it because he was really good in John Wick. He was
Hmm.
the right guy for John Wick. Like,
Yeah, but John
he,
Wick was a very taciturn character.
I guess so. Just me dreaming.
Yeah, but, as finally we've got a Steve Jobs trailer from Danny Boyle's new movie, and
That
it
was
looks
ages
great.
ago, wasn't it?
the second trailer.
Second trailer,
Oh,
yeah, the new
second.
one,
Yeah.
and it does look like they're gonna basically his passion against living with his family, like and how being kicked out of Apple changes that and his comeback and all that kind of stuff. Seems like really good stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we know Fassbender's a decent actor when he gets going. Uh, he sometimes loses his accent like he did in First Class, but
Just a bit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bit
you
of.
killed my ma. And I'm like, oh,
yeah, you killed me, ma, with your rockets.
yeah, it's just like, good grief.
Yeah,
Like,
He's,
he's a good actor, but sometimes when his accent does slip, he
yeah.
doesn't look anything like Steve Jobs either.
You kind of forgive that for a decent actor, though.
Oh, yeah, like,
like
Like
Ashton Kutcher looks the
Ashton
spit.
Kutcher.
I really don't get this fascination between Hollywood and Steve Jobs. Like,
He was just such a clever marketing guy and like self-promoter.
uh,
I think Mark Miller probably takes notes. Like basically
probably
that's that book.
Hollywood just loves just like licks that up. All right.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, like, he was a bigger personality than his achievements really were. Like, and he was
Yeah.
big in achievement. So, like, he was like a force in nature, and that's like things people want to write about. People that are like, weirdly passionate that it does shit to the rest of their life.
Like
That's a story.
like he became like he created the cult of Apple and then went on to create the cult of Steve.
Yeah, the Tao of Steve.
Yeah. Like it's like it's a great comeback story. Like he gets ousted from the company he creates. A couple of years later he comes back and then has one of the best turnarounds of a failing company.
Best thing
Yeah,
is he comes back because Bill Gates gave him money.
Yeah, the non-negotiable stock.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, you know the way that like we kind of owe you stuff. Yeah, I think you can
More
forget
like
about that.
more like, do you know how we kind of like we can be basically broken up by the FCC
hmm,
Yeah,
because like if Apple went down the toilet, like Windows would be the only platform there,
hmm,
and like they'd be by like the whole fair trade, they'd have to be broken up.
yeah,
So it's
yeah,
a survival thing. Says we need Apple to be around, but I
yeah,
just don't think they realize that Apple would actually have such a successful turnaround and like dominate other markets
yeah.
that they're a wealthier company than bloody Microsoft.
Yeah. Well,
Now,
I think Microsoft, as far as actual companies, are poor by any chance. But yeah, definitely if they're competing, their main competitor like that, they have been overtaken
oh
by
yeah. But again, some other company's going to pop up out of nowhere and then like own both of them.
yeah, and especially as if there's not enough visionaries like Jobs and Gates,
Hmm.
he left in the company. There are going to be new guys coming along with brand new ideas and brand new ways of design and stuff like that makes them look old hat, you know.
Hmm. Like,
So
yeah,
it'll
they
happen
didn't even
eventually. It's
see
all
Google
cyclical.
turn up. No one, like Yahoo, didn't even see Google as a threat, and
Yeah,
then
Yeah, 10 years ago, the world was a different place. Kinda.
kind of,
yeah, Yahoo. We're going, well, we might be Yahoo, but these Google fellas are Yahoos. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
yuck,
Yeah.
yuck, yuck.
Yup.
Yup,
Yup.
yup, yup.
Yup. Yup. Uh, but yeah, no, that looks very good, and the whole family tension might be another way to look at it as well. So they got two or three things going there. You see briefly see Seth Rogen as Wozniak, and having seen him in real life, Wozniak, the older Wozniak in real life in Big Bang Theory, I think that pretty much works.
Yeah, it's maybe the voice isn't the same, but yeah, he does look the part.
There's an animation called Code Monkeys that Wozniak did as well. He did put made the voice for doing himself.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's called Code Monkeys. Yeah, it's like this weird thing where it's a group of coders that work in a game. It's all 8-bit animation type of thing, and there's a gang of coders that work in a game company, and Wozniak leaves the game company to and sells it to a rich Texan tycoon that starts making things all weird for the coders. Uh, and you see Wozniak every now and again. They go and visit him in his new place, and it's it's very funny. You check it out. I'll check the name, but I'm pretty sure it's called Cold Monkeys. Uh, I wouldn't be surprised if it's on Netflix still. I'm pretty sure it was last time I watched it. Um, but it's worth a check out if you like that kind of stuff. There's a whole episode about making them Russian making ET as well. I was like, this is like art running real life like kind of thing. But they're really pushed to bring it out, and you see like all the mishaps that happen, like not real things that happen rather than just being rushed. Like it's a funny episode. We'll move finally on, quite conveniently, to games. Uh, Pokemon Go has been all the rage on the websites, and
I
I actually
squealed.
think it looks great. I don't even play Pokemon. I go,
I squealed like a little girl when I saw this trailer.
I know little girls that did as well, and
Yeah, them too.
yeah,
I actually didn't hear about it until the other day. It was actually,
yeah,
funny
it's been
enough, it
like a
was my,
week now.
sorry, sorry, say again, man.
It's been like a week now.
I know, but it was actually my housemate who told me, asked me, did I hear about it? He's actually from Japan, so it was just
Yeah,
kind of funny. I thought it was just this crazy Japanese thing, but
yeah,
they're actually rolling it out in a few places, which is pretty cool. Though I doubt it will see it much here outside of Dublin.
yeah.
But it looks class.
Yeah, you'll only get your Psyducks out where you are.
Yeah,
Um,
probably if even.
you're, but it just seems like it might just cause people really to stop working, or like
I am
to be
waiting.
running around on the roads trying to find Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's like it'd just be people walking around pointing at each other, going,
Yeah.
"Oh."
But
It just seems like it's just going to be really, really. People are going to get run over doing this or something.
yeah, that is going to happen, I'd say.
But I want to know. I want to wait until the first person gets married over fighting each other on Pokemon Go.
Yeah, the first
Is it going to
trainers.
become like a weird Tinder type of thing for gamers?
Oh dear.
Uh, but, He didn't make me Snorlax, so I married him.
Uh,
Okay.
Yeah, he gave me
But
good book.
yeah, this is just it's news to warm your heart, like
Well,
great.
basically, anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about, I wouldn't imagine anybody that's ever going to know knows already. It's basically like this kind of uh, augmented reality version of Pokemon you can play with people like that are nearby you. Is it done on a DS or something or
Was
are they
it
bringing
was it
mobile
mobile? It
phone?
was Android
Oh,
and
cool, yeah,
Apple and phone.
yeah. Oh, so they're bringing
wow.
it to
Yeah, it's because Nintendo branched out.
yeah, they've been trying to push Android and mobile apps now.
So
They've
if
got rid of
Nintendo
it.
weren't facing financial woes, this probably would have never happened. Crazy, isn't it?
Mm,
Like I think they got so freaking smug after the success of the Wii
yeah.
that there's
That like the Wii U was such a kick in the teeth for them.
oh, it's such a disaster. Like
And then oh god, and what was his name again? Iwata. Losing Iwata was just a big like letdown as well.
well, he was the one that kind of said, right, let's start doing mobile games. And I think it's
Yeah,
going
we
to,
need to survive here, guys.
yeah, and I think they're even
Said it in
talking about
Japanese, I believe.
getting rid of the region lock.
Yeah, they'd want to.
Yeah,
Genie back, guys. 21st century, like.
it's kind of like, yeah, we want to breed an ecosystem where people want to hack our devices,
Yeah,
play games
Yeah.
that they want to buy, but you're just not letting them buy.
Yeah.
yeah.
Made no sense.
Like, oh god, like trying to get like Xenoblade and all that stuff. They
Yeah,
like fans had to fight to get that localized. It's crazy.
I think Xenoblade, like, wasn't it the Europe went, yeah, we'll do that, and then Nintendo of America went, okay. Then
Yeah.
Nintendo of America just were not interested. I hate that guy Reggie. I
Really?
punch him in the face repeatedly.
It's
Drooling, shiny chin, just like he's gone.
Wait a second. Is this a guy in the game? Like he's basically the Scrappy Doo of this game that the punchable face like
No, he's actually
no, he's
a
actually a
real
guy.
person.
a head of
Oh,
Reggie Fils-Aime, Filsaime.
yeah.
yeah.
Look him up. He was just like people latched onto him because he just had these kind of meme worthy catchphrases and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's so full of it though. I just can't stand the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're meant to be talking about how we can, like, fight do cockfighting in a virtual world around Dublin.
I
Uh,
I'm
yeah.
just thinking since I'm by
Save
the
the good stuff.
sea,
What?
I'm by the sea, so what would I get?
Yeah.
I assume it's like Generation One in Ireland or something like that.
Yeah.
Bet you even
That's the
worse.
way you're assuming
Actually,
that.
I don't even think we'll get Generation One. I think it'd be much, much worse.
Yeah.
Like
We'll
a
just get the
Bidoof. I think we'll get Bidoof
starter
here or
Pokemon.
something like that.
Pokemon. I'm gonna say Pokemon from now on. We'll just get the starter Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be great, actually.
Yeah.
No, but we'll just get the rat types at best.
I just can imagine being in the middle of Dublin and trying to do a Pokemon fight across the road, and some scumbag just grabs your phone or something.
Here,
Yeah.
where's your Dragonite? You don't give me a Dragonite.
Sorry, lad. Have you got
I
some?
got a Rattata for you here.
Trini? It'll be the thing. Uh,
Eh.
if you don't give me one of those Pokemons.
Oh god. Or like Cork people.
It's
I'll give you a Psyduck for your tentacle.
I was like,
I'll give you three for
yeah,
five
I've
for
got a
euro.
syringe full of yup here that says you're gonna give me one of those Pokemon. Well,
Did you say
junkies that
syringe full of
bitch.
yacht?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said it.
That,
Like,
wait, is that a euphemism that I don't know about?
No,
no,
no.
you up the drink.
Yeah.
Literally yacht the drink.
It's one of those
And
foods and drinks
apparently,
that
when you're
that junkies love.
yeah,
Yup.
it's the only thing they can actually process.
Yeah, it's one of the few things they can process, so they live off it.
God.
So there you know.
Now
So
I know, I guess.
just
Yeah.
you wait and see anybody that looks like they're junkie and see if they buy you up in your local show. Can I have you up and some John Player?
Yeah, it's true. It's sad, but it's so true.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Anyway, yes, Pokemon, excellent. Looking forward to it.
Just they should have like a junkie Pokemon. Metados. Like,
Just loads of slow pokes, just like collapsed on the floor and just staring dead-eyed at everyone.
and bringing their kids to the zoo like that makes them good parents.
Oh God.
Oh, yeah, junkie dad at the zoo is still junkie dad. Uh, anyway,
Oh, God, that's great. That was a weird place.
yeah, but you know, most capital cities have got a bit of it, and
Yeah, yeah.
got to slightly disenfranchise them.
Like it's not a capital city, but everyone in Canada just hates Toronto.
Mm. But
But yeah, okay.
it's
Yeah,
gonna be
that's.
much better than a lot of capital cities. I hear good things about Canada.
Oh yeah, it's way better. Like Toronto is a brilliant place, but Canadians hate it.
Yeah.
Like the people in Toronto are really polite, and Canadians think they're rude. That says
Just like
more about other Canadians than it does about
compare that to
Torontonians.
Americans, and we don't know what Americans. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I think we better leave it there. Any plans for the coming week?
Excuse me.
No.
James?
Um, no.
Okay. Well, I'll be looking forward. I just bought that Hound comic volume.
Oh, very nice.
Creator, and I haven't read it yet. I only got delivered yesterday, and as I've said, I've had some weird issues sleeping with a mental illness at the moment. So, yeah, I just didn't have the eyes for it yet. But I'm sure it's very good. And
I
also,
Yeah.
ordered new
read
eyes in the post, no?
Comic Robo. I want to get through that more. It's really easy read as well in that good way. Um, that's about it. Other than Knights of Sidonia, and I keep on thinking it's an apple drink of some sort.
Oh, yeah, that's
Knights of
true.
Sidonia.
Yeah.
Only
Um,
Irish people will get that.
yeah, well, most Irish
For
people.
everyone else, we keep thinking it's a Muse like new album or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. That when I saw that, I was like, hmm. But that's probably
Mhm.
off the manga that they took the name off as well.
Yeah.
Uh,
Really? That old?
yeah, it's been.
I forgot to say I read Blame while I was in Portugal, and I love the character design, and I think it's an awful comic.
Mm.
It's terrible. It's terrible. Like, why do
It's
people
terrible, is it?
like it? It's just the most pedestrian, up its own behind thing I've ever read in years,
What
even.
Age of the Immortal, is it?
Blame.
Lame. I don't know if I know that one.
It's like
Is
it's
that a
the
seven
same
million
guy
people?
who did the manga for Knights of Sidonia.
Ah, right.
And it
No,
has
I'm
some
not familiar with that one at all.
fantastic character design and two characters who I absolutely love, and
Yeah.
he gets rid of them after one volume. Like,
So they get eaten by the shark like Samuel L.
no,
Jackson.
they don't even get a dignified death.
Oh.
It was just sickening. Anyway, sure.
So, anything else to report? Any ideas? That's a
In
no
what?
then. Nobody else have anything planned? I'm gonna cut this part out. It's just a lot of him and Tom, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, I don't think I'm up to anything really for a while, not until next month, I'd say.
Yeah, I think we're all taking a down period. We've been doing a lot lately.
Yeah,
I'm going off the drink for a while on purpose, just in case it's affecting this whole thing. But
yeah,
I'll
don't,
cut
yeah,
that
do
part
that.
out anyway. But yeah. So in that case, until next week, we've had a very long podcast. I think it's so far today. So we'll leave you there. From me, Stephen, and from Evan,
Bye.
and from James and his lasagna.
Goodbye.
I'm a
Nom
lasagna.
nom 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 nom.
Nom nom nom
It
nom
was
nom
yum yum yum.
nom nom
And I
Yum,
give
yum,
it
yum,
credit
yum,
for
yum.
the
nom
yum
nom
yum
nom
yum.
nom.
Still good.
Bye. Bye, everybody. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Cool.
Cool, cool, cool.